Hi, hello viewers, it's Smile a Minute IAS Academy, and today we are going to see about certain things which you should know before choosing IAS as your ambition. So let's get started. So first, it is not a single stage exam. It has multiple stages. The exam which is needed to be written to become an IAS officer is UPSC Civil Services exam. Okay. UPSC Civil Services exam is not a single stage exam, and it is also not a course. To become a doctor, you should pursue MBBS. To become an engineer, BE, BL for law. Likewise, to become an IAS officer, there is not a course. There is no course to become an IAS officer. Actually, you should write an exam. That exam consists of multiple stages. The name of the exam is UPSC Civil Services exam. It has three stages. Stage 1 is prelims. You should write prelims exam. Prelims 1 itself it has two exams, GS1 and GS2. And then by qualifying in this prelims, you will go for the next level, the stage 2. And it is mains exam. In mains also you will have GS1, 2, 3, 4 and an essay exam, and also you will have a language paper and English paper. So it has multiple exams in it. And then the last stage, after clearing mains only, you will be eligible for the last and the final stage, that is the third stage, that is interview. After clearing in this interview also, there is no assurance that you will be selected as an IAS officer. After clearing this interview, you will be given a rank based on the cutoff which you have obtained in your exam. Based on that cutoff, you will be assigned a rank. If your rank is less than 100, you have the probability to become an IAS officer. This is the thing that in most cases you will become an IAS officer if you have rank less than 100 in UPSC Civil Services exam. Okay. Then it is an 1 year exam. I have said it contains 3 stages. Yeah, it has 3 stages, but the stages will itself will happen for around a year. So say the first stage will be happening in June, and the next stage will happen after 3 to 4 months, and the next stage after 3 to 4 months. The exam will itself will happen for a year. So you should dedicate your time to become an IAS officer. You should study for at least an year to become an IAS officer, and it should also write the exam for a year. So the minimum time required to become an IAS officer is 2 years. Okay. Then current affairs. Some people say that just by studying current affairs, just by having a good knowledge in news, what is in news, you can become an IAS officer. But actually it is not true. Yes, current affairs is required to become an IAS officer, but not current affairs is the only required stuff to become an IAS officer. So you should know about geography. There are many things in geography which will be asked in UPSC Civil Service exam, and they will also ask question from history. They will ask question from polity. Polity means they will ask the constitution of India, the laws that are in India, what are the rules and regulations that we are following in India. They will ask everything about it. They will also ask about the governance that is in India. They will ask about the sociality, social justice, everything, and they will also ask aptitude, the aptitude which you will be studying during your placements or something else will also be asked. Then they will also ask about economy. You should also know economy to become an IAS officer. So there are multiple subjects inside a single exam. To clear this single exam, you should know multiple subjects and not only current affairs. You should know the basics of everything to become an IAS officer. Okay. Then salary. If you are dreaming to become an IAS officer just because you can have high amount of salary, then I think you should change your decision, because IAS is not the only career which is given high amount of salary. Actually, IAS is not given the highest amount of salary in India. There are many private jobs which are given higher salaries than compared to an IAS officer. So if you are planning to get a better salary, then you can go for private jobs. because IAS is something that is related to service. If you are in a mind to give service to the people, if you are in a mind to give service to the society, then you can choose IAS officer, not because it has a very good salary. Okay. Then training. So after completing this 3-stage exam also, you will not be posted directly as a district collector or something. After completing this 3-stage exam, you should go undergo a training. You should undergo a training for a certain period of time. This training will be in a college. It is the name of the college is LBSNAA. So in this college you should undergo a training, and it is not a hard thing, because it will be so funny, because you will be going to Kashmir, you will be going for all India tour, you will be visiting more great people, prime minister, president. You will have a chance to visit great people, and then the place will be located in Missouri. This college is located in Missouri, so it is a hilly area, and you will have great fun here. So after completing this 3 stages of exam also, you will have to undergo a training to become an IAS officer. So some people say that to become an IAS officer you need to excel in everything, but actually it is not true. Need not need to excel in everything. You need not know to know everything, because no people can know everything. But you should know the basics of things that is asked in your UPSC syllabus. UPSC will also give syllabus, like your 10th, 12th. UPSC will also have a syllabus. UPSC will also have a syllabus. So based on that syllabus only, UPSC is going to frame a question. So if you are planning to prepare for UPSC exam, then you should go for that syllabus, and you should see what are the things which you need to study. And after seeing that, you will get an idea about what are the things you need to study, what are the things you need to focus. And you should know the basic idea of everything that I have said already: botany, geography, science and technology, history, everything. You should know the basics, the things that are inside the current affairs relating to that particular topic should be known. But it doesn't mean you should be excel in all the topics. Okay, so that is all about things that you should know to become an IAS officer. Things that you should know before choosing IAS as your ambition. If you are choosing IAS as your ambition, then you should start your preparation so early. If you are a student, if you are a student pursuing 11th, 12th or 10th, the thing which you should know is IAS doesn't have a special book, a single book that will teach everything about things that is needed to become an IAS officer. There is no single book to become to teach everything. So you should learn things from the basic NCRTs. NCRTs are the books that is given by CBSE schools. In CBSE, if you are going CBSE, if you are in CBSE syllabus, then you will have NCRT books. You should study those NCRT books. The social science books, the basic science books should be studied to become an IAS officer. So you should study books from 6th to 12th standard. So if you are 11th standard or 12th standard student, to become an IAS officer, what is the book which you are currently studying is the book which is needed to become an IAS officer also. So study those topics so clearly, and have those things in mind and revise it regularly, and also read newspaper, Hindi newspaper, to become an IAS officer. And this is my this is about what I plan to say in this video. Subscribe to our channel. Our channel is My Laminate IAS Academy. So we will post videos regularly, and this will help you to achieve your dream, and we will work hard to bring you closer to success. Thank you.